Bonjour et bienvenue sur HomeLearning, le programme de cours télévisés de français et d'anglais de la 6e en terminale, animé par Abondance Private School Bénin et le complexe scolaire Sainte-Thérèse de l'EnfantJésus d'Abomey-Calavi. HomeLearning, c'est l'école à domicile, une initiative des Tresseurs de cordes en coproduction avec TVC, en partenariat avec Diaspora Academy. Merci à vous tous qui nous suivez un peu partout dans le monde, en Afrique et ici au Bénin. Je fais un coucou particulier à Marco depuis Sainte-Rita et à Michel depuis Maryland. Et vous aussi, chers amis, si vous nous suivez, n'hésitez pas à m'envoyer un message. Aujourd'hui, je vous invite à suivre le cours d'anglais avec Dr. James Frances Maduakor. À bientôt!
Hello friends! I'm glad to be with you again today. And today with me we have Stephen. Hello Stephen.
Hello.
Hello Fanuel.
Hello.
Good. In our last class we looked at our interests and we looked at many things we enjoy doing. I enjoy playing games, I enjoy watching television, I enjoy playing football. And I gave you homework and I asked you to write 5 things you enjoy doing. And Fanuel, did you write the things you enjoy doing?
Yes.
Yes, you did. So, you enjoy?
Listening to music.
You enjoy listening to music, good.
Chatting with my friends on Facebook.
You enjoy chatting with your friends on Facebook, yes.
Watching football.
You enjoy watching football, that's very good. Stephen, do you enjoy doing anything?
Play games or read books.
Oh, you enjoy playing games or reading books. And our friends at home, did you do your homework? Did you write down the things you enjoy doing? Good, I know you would. So today, we're going to look at how we spend our day. And the title of today's class is, This is my day. This is my day. So we're going to look at our daily routines. And in our class today, we're going to look at different things. We're going to look at the different activities we play. The different activities. We're going to use some connectors to form our sentences. And we're also going to look at the time we do these different activities. And we're going to use a verb. The grammar we're going to do today is the verb. So we're going to look at the different things we do daily. When we wake up, when we are alive, once you wake up, there are different things you want to do during the day. So first we're going to learn some phrases that we're going to use to form our sentences. Wake up. Wake up. Pray. I'm going to write down these different activities. You could write them down too. And we're going to take them one by one. So these are some of the things I do when I wake up in the morning. Wake up. You can repeat after me. Wake up.
Wake up.
Pray.
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 Do morning exercises.
Do morning exercises.
Do morning exercises.
Do morning exercises.
You could do push-ups, you could do press-ups, you could do all sorts of exercises. It depends on you. Take a bath. Take a bath. Or take a shower. Take a shower. Take a shower. Take a shower.
Take a shower.
Take a bath.
Take a bath.
Brush my teeth.
Brush my teeth.
Brush my teeth.
Brush my teeth.
Make my bed.
Make my bed.
Make my bed.
Make my bed.
Have breakfast.
Have breakfast.
Have breakfast.
Have breakfast.
So we have other things we do in the morning. We write down the phrases before we use them to make some sentences. Drive to school. You could drive to school or you could walk to school. It depends on the distance to school. So walk to school. Then you start school. School begins. Start school. And you have your English class. Have English class like now. Then you go on break. So we continue. So you repeat after me. Drive to school.
Drive to school.
Drive to school.
Drive to school.
Walk to school.
Walk to school.
Start school.
Start school.
Have English class.
Have English class.
Go on break.
Go on break.
Okay. We're going to make sentences with these phrases that we have written to see what we do every morning when we wake up. First, I wake up around 6 o'clock. We use around when we're not very sure of what time we wake up. Sometimes we could wake up at a few minutes to 6 a.m. or after 6 a.m. So we say around 6 a.m. But if I'm sure that I put on my alarm clock every day and at 6 I wake up because the alarm rings, I will say I wake up at 6 o'clock. So I wake up at 6 o'clock. Or I wake up around 6 o'clock. So I want you to use around 6 o'clock. So what time do you wake up? I wake up around 6 o'clock. Could you repeat after me? What time do you wake up? I wake up around 6 o'clock. Again.
I wake up around 6 o'clock.
I pray. Now we're going to look at some of the connectors because they're going to help us to make our sentences. So let's look at the connectors that we could use. After that, I will say, in the morning, or at night, in the morning, I think I prefer to have in the morning, in the afternoon, at night, on weekends. It depends on whatever connector you want to use. So I wake up in around 6 o'clock, I pray. After that, I do morning exercises. After that, I do morning exercises. I wake up around 6 o'clock. I pray. After that, I do morning exercises. We're going to take it slowly. I wake up around 6 o'clock. And I'll ask you the question, what time do you usually wake up? I wake up around 6 o'clock. Would you repeat after me? I wake up around 6 o'clock. Again. I wake up around 6 o'clock. I pray.
I pray.
I pray.
I pray.
After that, I do morning exercises.
I do morning exercises.
And what do you do after that? I take a bath. I take a bath.
I take a bath.
Or you could say, I take a shower.
I take a shower.
Okay. After that, I brush my teeth. 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 I make my bed. I make my bed. Stephen, do you make your bed?
Yes.
Yes, you do. Father, do you?
No.
Oh, boys don't like to make their bed. I make my bed. From now on, you make your bed. So after you brush your teeth, you make your bed. It depends on the other. It's not as if you're going to follow it like this. Okay? I have breakfast.
I have breakfast.
I have breakfast.
I
have
You
breakfast.
usually have breakfast before you go to school?
Yes.
Yes, we do. So it's good to have breakfast before you go to school. I drive to school. Sometimes daddy could drive you to school or mom could drive you to school. So you will be driven to school. Or if your school is not far away from the house, I walk to school. I walk to school. Say that. I walk to school. I walk to school. And then, there's another connector. School starts. So, and then school starts. So we're going to revise the sentence now so that our sentence will be correct. And then school starts. And when school starts, we have English class. We have English class. Could you repeat after me? We have English class. We have English class. And after the English class, we'll have other classes before we go on break. And we go on break. So we're going to take the sentences again. So when I ask you, what do you do? What time do you wake up in the morning? And your answer could be, I wake up around 6 o'clock. It depends on you. Maybe you wake earlier because you could also wake at 5 o'clock or you could wake at 5:30. It depends on the time that you wake up. So what time do you really wake up, Stephen? What time do you wake up?
I wake up around 5 o'clock.
You wake up around 5 o'clock?
Yes.
What have you found out?
I wake up around 6:20 o'clock.
Around 6:20. Okay, Fanuel wakes up around 6:20. We just say in conversationally, we just say 6:30, but you don't have to say 6 a.m. because we already know it's morning. So I wake up around 6:20. That means it could be exactly at 6:20, 6:30, or anytime between 6 and 6:30. So around 6:30. Okay. So what time does school start? What time does school start? What time does school start? School starts at 8 o'clock. School starts at 8 o'clock. Does your class start at 8 o'clock? Yes, school starts at 8 o'clock. So we're going to continue in the next segment to know how we spend our day.
Yes, une petite pause, ça fait du bien. En attendant la suite de notre programme, parlons un peu du coronavirus, ce vilain petit virus qui secoue le monde entier depuis quelque temps. Si comme moi, vous ne voulez pas qu'il passe par vous, respectez les gestes barrières, respectez la distance de 1 mètre avec vos proches, toussez dans le coude. Et surtout, restez chez vous, suivez HomeLearning. Et si vous souhaitez participer à cette émission, n'hésitez pas à nous envoyer ce que vous avez retenu de cette première partie par mail ou via WhatsApp en précisant votre nom, votre prénom, votre classe et d'où est-ce que vous nous suivez. Nous nous ferons le plaisir de le partager avec les téléspectateurs lors de la prochaine émission. Ciao!
I go on break at 12 noon. So when you have a few classes, afterwards you go on break. I go on break. Then you finish your work or you finish your classes. You finish your classes, then you go home. You get home. And there's some other activities you do after school. When you get home, sometimes you could take a shower, you could do your homework, you could watch television a bit, you could take a walk around the neighborhood, you could play with your pets, you could play with your brothers or sisters, and there are different things you do. So every day, there's a routine. There's something you do every day, and it depends on what time of the day. For instance, we started with when we wake up in the morning. In the afternoon, we have classes, then we go on break. And in the evening, when we get home, there are also things we do when we get home. So you go home is when you leave your class and you're going home. And when you get home, you have reached your house. You get home. And when you get home, you could take a nap, isn't it? Take a nap. Take a nap. You sleep a little. Take a nap. When you take a nap, you are refreshed and you start again. You could wake up, you could help to prepare dinner. You could watch TV. And what time do you go to bed? I go to bed at 9:30. 9:30 is 9 p.m. because it's in the evening. So it depends on your routine. So when you wake up in the morning, you pray, you brush your teeth, you have your bath, you make your bed or any chores you do in the morning, you have breakfast, you drive to school or you walk to school. Then school starts, you do certain classes every day. Then whatever your class has for the day, that's what you will do. And then you go on break, you have some snacks or you could have lunch. Then you have more classes, then school finish and you go home. So when classes finish, you go home. And when you get home, you could take a nap. You could help to prepare dinner. You could watch TV. You could take a walk around the neighborhood. You could play games, and then you go to bed. So it all depends on you. It all depends on individuals. Everybody has what they do every day. Now, this is during the week. It could be from Mondays to Fridays. This could be how you spend your day. But on weekends, it's different. How do you spend your weekend? How do you spend your weekends? Weekends are a bit different from other days. So how do you spend your weekends? Could you repeat after us, after me? Sorry. How do you spend your weekends? Again, how do you spend your weekends? So weekends on Saturdays, we have Saturdays.
And Sunday.
And Sundays, very good. So what do you do on Saturday? And what do you do on Sunday? So let's see what you do on weekends. I love weekends because on weekends I can relax. On weekends I don't have to wake up at 6 a.m. On weekends I could sleep till 8. So what time do you wake up on weekends? Fanmel, what time do you wake up on Saturdays?
I wake up
at or around.
I
wake up around. Okay. 9, 10. I know you. I wake up around 10 a.m. You see? And Stephen, What time do you wake up?
Around 11.
Around 11. See, Stephen wants to sleep the whole day on Saturday. So we don't do any other thing but sleep? No, it's good to rest. But then when we wake up, what would we do? What would you do on Saturdays? You could go shopping. Do you go shopping on Saturdays? I go shopping. Moms like to go shopping on Saturdays. I go shopping. And you may have the time now to play football. Boys like to play football and other games too. I play football.
Or basketball.
Or basketball. Okay, it depends on the game you love to play. I play basketball. Or you visit. I visit my grandparents. I visit my grandparents. We don't forget books entirely on weekends. I read my books. You can watch TV too. I watch TV and so on. So sometimes we wake up early on Saturdays, other times we could wake up late. So I wake up around 10 a.m. Could you repeat after me? I wake up around 10 a.m. I go shopping.
I go shopping.
I play football.
I play football.
Don't forget, so on weekends, I go shopping. On weekends, I go shopping. I play football. I visit my grandparents, and so on. So if you look at our sentences today, you will see that we use a lot of verbs to make our sentences, right? And we know what a verb is, isn't it? What's a verb? For all that we have done today, all that we have said today, we used verbs. A verb is
Action word.
an action word. Good. So a verb is a word that shows an action or being. So we used verbs. Let's look at some of the verbs we used today. We finished class. Go, take, prepare, watch, go, and so on. We have cleaned the other ones. But a verb is a word that shows action. So all that we have to do, we use verbs. A verb is a word that shows action or being. So we use verbs to make our sentences. So whatever you are doing, you can express that with a verb. Whatever you are doing, can be expressed with a verb. So all that we do during the day, we use verbs to make our sentences. So a verb is a word that shows action or being. I take a nap. I prepare dinner. I watch TV. I go. What other verbs did we see today? Wake. Isn't it? Wake up. So wake. I dress up. Dress up. And I go shopping. I play football. Play.
I learn. Listen.
Yes, I've learned something new. To learn is a verb. And so we have learned all that we do today, all that we do every day is also called your routine. So this is something you do every day, Mondays through Fridays, when we go to school, we have different things that we do during the week. But on weekend, we do things differently. We relax some more. We do other activities other than going to school. Yes. We learn to work at home. We could also help mom in the kitchen or do other things that we need to do at home. So I hope you have learned some sentences that will help you to express how your day is. So you could repeat after me. We finish classes at, what time do we even finish classes? At 3 p.m., isn't it? So we finish classes at 3 p.m., then we go home. And when you go home, you take a nap. You prepare dinner. How many verbs did we see today? Let's look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And more. I'm sure I've seen more verbs today because we have cleaned other things. So remember that a verb is a word that shows action or being. And whenever you make a sentence, there has to be a verb because the verb has to show the action of what you are doing in the sentence. So all the sentences we made today, we use verbs to form them. And we said that some of the things we do during the week, from Mondays through Fridays, may be different from what we do on weekends. Sometimes those that work, they work on Saturdays too. But we as students, we go to school during the week. We follow a different routine, and we use different times to do different things. We could wake up at 6 or 6:30. We could have breakfast at 7 or 7:30. We would dress up. We would go to school. When we're in school, we see our friends. We sit down and have classes. After we have had classes, we can go on break. So we're going on break now. In our next class, we're going to look at what we have done again, and we look at maybe our feelings. We'll learn expressions on how to express our feelings. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you, Fanel. Thank you, our friends at home. See you in the next class.